All right, so take two. I had like 8 minutes on a video and my screen went dim, so I touched the button and it stopped my recording, and I don't know how to just continue recording. So this is my take two 4-week post-op video. Of course, you guys didn't even have to know that, but it's just irritating that I have to do it all over again. Anyway, 4 weeks post-op, and this last week I've lost 2 pounds. So I lost 13 pounds for the 2-week pre-op diet, and then 6 pounds the first week, then 3, then 3, then 2. So I'm pretty thrilled with that because I kind of expected this last week to be nothing. Because seems like with everybody that 3rd, 4th week, tends to be your readjustment week. But it was pretty good. So that's good. I'm happy with that. See, I did 8 minutes a few minutes ago on a video, and now I'm stumped. I don't know what to talk about. My goodness. Well, I did talk about the head games, which was a major part of my video. I'm at 4 weeks, and I'm having a lot of issues with the head part of the eating plan, and, before you deal with eat and guilt and frustration and eat and guilt and just all that, and even though you sort of know that that's not going to go away, you still in fantasy land you think it's going to be much better because I can't eat very much. Well, it's still there, but it's totally different and it's very strange. I remember thinking and being very proud that I could finish my yogurt cup, or I'd buy chicken noodle soup from Tim Hortons and being so happy that in 45 minutes I could actually finish the bowl of soup. It's like, yay. Well, the other day we went into the city and I had a bowl of soup from Subway and I could only eat half of it, which, that's fine. It's all my little tummy will hold. But my thoughts were, I'll just take it with me because by the time we walk through the mall and do a little bit of shopping, I can eat the rest of it in the car. And it just seems like that old way of you got to finish your meal, you got to finish it, is still there. And I had to look at it and I'm like, no, you know what? I had this surgery so I don't eat the whole bowl of soup, that I don't finish my plate, that I can't do that, so that I don't stay big all my life. So I left it there. But then on the opposite side, before we left, one of the vendors in the mall was selling sushi. So I bought 6 little, they're about this big, 6 of them in a little container. And I thought, well, I'll have those later tonight. So a couple hours later, we left the city and we're driving home. It's about an hour drive. And I ate 3 of them on the way home. That's all I could fit in me. And they were really, really yummy, and I ate 3, so that's good. So I get home, and it's, an hour or so later, and I'm like, I'm going to eat the other 3. But then the head games start, because my mind is like, you sure ate a lot today. You're probably eating as much before. This surgery didn't work. You can eat just as much as you did before, and look how much you ate, and, that sort of starts freaking you out, because I just find it easier to eat. Like a lot of other people are farther along than me and they can only eat a piece of cheese or something like that, and I can eat, it's only 3 pieces of sushi and they're very small, but I can eat 3 pieces and I can have half a bowl of soup and I can fit it in, or I can have a cup of yogurt. But the head games sort of talk to you and be like, you're sure eating a lot, expecting that I was going to be starving for the rest of my life. So I went onto the Daily Plate and I finally got an account there and did as accurate as I could of what I'd eaten so far that day. And I had an egg and the half a bowl of soup, and then I had this 6 pieces of sushi by that point. And then I had some drink and a snack or something like that. So, but as accurately as I could have, I was only at 571 calories and I hadn't had dinner yet. And so I sort of took a big sigh of relief and was like, you know what? These head games are really tough. And I'm just going to take a big deep breath and realize that this did work and this is going to work. And I am going to be a normal person that can eat small portions. And that's what I wanted. I went into this with a different philosophy than a lot of other people. Some of the people out there, they have surgery and they're, in my opinions, kind of crazy extreme dieters now. They're like no carb, no, high protein, low carb, no sugar, chemical everything. And I didn't want to do that. I feel that if I could have done that before, I would have done that and not surgery. But I took in some cases, people would say extreme step. I had surgery, and I want to be someone that can naturally say, I don't eat a lot, and that's why I stay thin. But I want to sit down with my family and have meat and potatoes and vegetables and salad, but just a few bites of each. Or go out and have really horrible, unhealthy food like every blue moon, but I could do it. And, and I could do it. It's not a big deal. I could have one chip. It's not a big deal. I just don't want to be extreme. I have 3 kids under 6, and you got to keep up with them. Sometimes your food comes from the freezer or from a can, and I know I've had a lot of flack from that. But working full time and dealing with my kids, I'm trying my hardest to eat as healthy as I can, making homemade food for them. I always have. But occasionally you don't. And that's why I had the surgery, because this is limiting what I put in my mouth. And if I've had a meal that doesn't stand up, then I know my next one better be better, So that's what I have to say about that. Anyway, so I'm doing pretty good though. I'm really tired. I don't really think it has anything to do with intake or surgery related stuff. It's just been a really tough week. That's why my video is a couple days late. I kind of wonder if any of you are feeling the same way about food as me, with the head games and stuff like that. So feel free to comment or private mail me and tell me things that you think about. Or troubles that you've had. That would be great to hear from you. So anyway, have a good week, and I'll try to get my video up like on Tuesday next week instead of Thursday. So